older, and
Mhm.
then me and Timothy specifically
As
would
you were
become,
older.
yeah. As we gotten a little bit older and we
Yeah.
become, as they call the junior boys, then the Heartbreak Boys. What I really admired too was that you kept that relationship with us, and then you also would travel with us.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, we had, and people have to understand, when Starlight and the Heartbreak Boys during my generation, when we had Willie, who was TJ's mom, who was basically our manager, and
Oh,
then we had I gotta give it up to Willie. Like
yeah.
that's the, but then to also have you there at times traveling, like I know we would go to Texas together, we would go to different places, and it was like, wow, we actually, there's someone that actually is taking a liking to us and actually cares about us, but is also gonna be real with us.
Yes.
And it's gonna let us know. I remember there was times when you were like, you would put us in check. And it was
Mhm.
like, it was needed because again, we were teenagers.
Correct.
And it's like when they think of the Heartbreak Boys, of this heartthrob, and we can do whatever we want, you
Yeah.
kind of have that boy bandish mentality, but having you there to kind of like, all right, you need to chill the fuck out.
Someone had to hold you guys accountable because you guys are crazy.
I mean, I'll tell you this, and like I've told you privately, I mean, it's a different experience because I think the kids nowadays don't understand. Like in the group that I was in with these other dancers, it was like a boy band, and you were literally for 4 or 5 years, or some of these guys I was with for 8 plus years, and you're always together. You're literally in practices 3 times a week, 8 hours a day. You're
Yep.
traveling. You're literally sleeping in the same rooms. People are sleeping on the beds and floors.
Yep.
So after a while, you get to know people's tendencies.
That's
You get to
brotherhood.
know, yeah. And I think for me, even through everything with Starlight, when David passed, I always cherished that you always still wanted to be around us, talk to us, help us, mentor us. Maybe if you didn't even realize it.
No, yeah, and I remember man, it was a sad day. I was in my room, and I remember Willie called me, and she said that David was rushed to the hospital, and I'm gonna come pick you up so we can go together.
Yeah.
And I remember on the way um, from Willie coming to pick me up, that's when she gave me the phone call that they had told her that David had passed. And I remember the last time I had a deep conversation with David, and I told him, whatever happens, I'm always going to be by your side, and I'm always going to, look over, the kids. And I thought that was very important to me. And then even when he passed away, I did not leave his casket side. I did not leave his side at all until they had to kick me out, literally. And then, once he was gone, it was just making sure that I can help if I could in any way continue what he started,
Yeah.
to make sure that you guys stood on your path and you did what you needed to do because eventually you guys were going to grow up anyway. But my task in hand was okay, make sure these guys finish what David started and make sure that we can hold them accountable to make sure that they do what they say.